The judge in Sean Diddy Combs' criminal case rejects his request to toss out his prostitution-related convictions. He now faces sentencing on the charges this Friday. Combs' attorneys tried to argue that the prosecution did not present enough factual evidence to prove Combs was transporting people for sex. But the judge denied the motion, saying that there was overwhelming testimony with Cassie Ventura and a woman identified as Jane. Combs' team has recommended 14 months of prison time, which would put him at home before Thanksgiving. He's served 13 months so far. The prosecution is seeking an 11-year sentence. Diddy was acquitted of the most serious of the charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, conspiracy in July. Those charges could have put him behind bars for life. Instead, the jurors found him guilty of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Terri Austin joins us now, host and legal analyst. Thank you so much for being with us. So sentencing is Friday. What factors will the judge likely be considering in determining sentencing with such a discrepancy at the request of the defense and prosecution?
Well, that's an excellent question. He's going to look at everything, including the probation department's report. That's the PSR, the report where the probation department looks at the level of the crime. It looks at also whether or not there's a criminal history. And the judge is going to review that and determine what to do. Now, the probation department recommended 7 years and 3 months as the maximum, and as a minimum 5 years and 10 months. So I do think that Judge Subramanian would look at that very serious. Now, the prosecution, as you mentioned, they're looking at 11 years and 3 months, the defense 14 months. The judge is going to consider all of that and probably come where, if I had to guess, somewhere in the middle. I don't think he is going to do the maximum of 11 years, just based on the fact that this is the first offense that we've seen by Sean Combs, his first conviction. But I do think he wants it to be a serious sentence. So I don't believe he's going to come out before Thanksgiving. So perhaps something like 3 to 5. And I'm also basing that on the bail argument. The judge took that very seriously and said that because of the violence, he did not think that Sean Combs should be released from jail before sentencing.
I'm curious, Terri, what arguments is the defense making for a reduced sentence based on the crime?
What they're trying to say is, look, he has been a model sentence in the prison. He's been a prisoner who has not been violent. He hasn't broken any rules or laws. He's been teaching courses. He's had a business course. And they've submitted letters from various prisoners that said he has helped them and has made them better people. So I do think they're trying to say he's reformed, and that what the prosecution is asking for is draconian, and that he's already served time, and that most people who are convicted under the Mann Act have not been this type of defendant, that he didn't participate, he wasn't directly involved, that he wasn't really sex trafficking people who were underage. So for all of those reasons, they're trying to argue that he is a slightly different defendant than most defendants who are convicted under the Mann Act.
All right, well, sentencing set for Friday. Terri Austin, thank you as always.
Thank you, Marni.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.